That is so good. So that's fun and interesting. Ooh, I'm sorry, Mom. Whoa. Ew. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I am going to be making some healthy dessert recipes that I found on TikTok. Anybody who knows me, and if you've been watching my videos, you would know that I have a massive sweet tooth, like an annoying sweet tooth. I don't have the willpower to just skip dessert. It doesn't work like that. My day is not done if I've not had something sweet. So I'm hoping that some of these recipes that I try out today will be able to curb my sweet tooth and are something that I can start maybe using in my day-to-day life. So as you can see, I've got a boatload of ingredients here. Let's get to these TikToks and turn them into some desserts. Okay, so up first is a healthy brownie recipe using avocado. And I've known about avocado as a brownie ingredient for a long time, but I've never gotten around to trying it. So I'm very excited to try this one. So let's watch it real quick.
You're like, okay, how did you lose 25 pounds eating brownies? These are the ones that I make. No gluten, dairy, or refined sugar. They're lighter than a traditional brownie, but delicious. Blend 1 avocado, a 1/4 cup brewed coffee, 1/2 cup cocoa powder, 2/3 cup coconut sugar, and 2 eggs. Mix in a 1/2 cup oat flour, teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Add a 1/2 cup of dark chocolate chips. Transfer to your baking pan. I'm using an 8x8. Smooth out batter and cover with 1/3 cup chocolate chips. Bake at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, who's making them?
Me. I'm making them. I would like to say before I get into all of these that because it's just me and because I'm making 5 different recipes today, I'm just going to be halving all the recipes. So all of the ingredients that I list on the screen and their amounts is what I will be using to do half of the recipe. So if you want to make a full batch, then just double everything that I put on the screen, or I'll put the recipes in the description as they are as a full recipe. So I'll be using half an avocado. Fun trick, we'll see if it works. When you have an avocado pit, instead of like trying to chop your hand off with the knife and taking the pit out, you can just put 2 fingers where the pit is, 1 finger on the back, and push. And there you go. And then I have all my fingers. I bet that trick came off of TikTok. I wouldn't doubt it. I feel like everything these days comes from there. So I need like 1/8 of a cup of coffee. Coffee is an interesting ingredient. I know it's used in chocolate cake a lot for like moisture, and you're not supposed to actually be able to taste the coffee. I'm curious. And then a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. 1 egg. Does anybody know how to put in, like, crack an egg with 1 hand? I know that's like every chef and baker's like dream goal. I really hope these are delicious because brownies are one of my top favorite desserts, period. They're fudgy and chocolatey and they're everything that I crave in a dessert. 1/4 cup oat flour. We're gonna call that a... Oh my God. I'm sorry, Mom. If you didn't make a giant mess, is it really considered baking? Also, if these actually work, I would be so pumped because there's so many things you can do with brownies, like beyond just a plain brownie. Like I could swirl some peanut butter in the top, would be delicious, or like some caramel. You can add nuts and stuff. I'm not really a nuts in my brownie type of person, but you could. 1/4 of a teaspoon salt. How about... Done. Okay. Pour the batter into the pan, smooth it out. Then I'm gonna sprinkle a couple more chocolate chips on top, which is like not really my vibe, but that's what she does. So we're gonna do it. Going in. So these avocado brownies just came out of the oven and they smell friggin' fantastic. They smell like exactly like brownies. Brownies. The whole house smells like brownies. I noticed, I was watching the little video back like after I put them in the oven, and I realized that I was only supposed to blend up the first handful of ingredients, and then I was supposed to just mix in the chocolate chips and the oat flour and baking powder, so hopefully that didn't mess things up too much. My little chunk. Hot. They're definitely fudgy, like really super chocolatey. They have a pretty light texture for how fudgy they taste. They're pretty good. I feel like it'd be pretty good with some ice cream on top. Can't taste the avocado. That's about a success for now. All right, so next I'm going to attempt the mug cake version of the same brownie recipe from the same user. She says it's even more delicious, and I'm very curious, so let's check out the TikTok real quick.
Just when you thought my viral fudgy avocado brownies with 3 million views couldn't get better,
They could get better.
I made a mug version for the microwave. And somehow it's even more delicious.
We're hoping.
Mix a quarter of an avocado, a tablespoon cocoa powder and unsweetened almond milk, maple syrup, and a yolk. Try the batter, it's delicious. Add a quarter cup
Don't
almond
believe
flour,
me?
pinch of
Ask the
salt,
dishes.
and baking powder. Top with chocolate and microwave for 90 seconds. If you have any questions, holler at me below.
Holla! One thing about TikTok recipes that's like sort of annoying is that they do go so friggin' fast, which is why I kind of messed up a little bit on those other brownies. This time, I wrote down the instructions. So, we need a quarter of an avocado, which I will eyeball. I'm just gonna like give this a good mashing. Maple syrup, which makes everything incredible. Doing some cocoa powder. Dump the yolk by itself. Wow, that was so easy. It's so cute. Mix, 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 mix. She says, try the batter. It's delicious. Ooh, it's like kind of bitter. Okay, moving on. We're not gonna let that deter us. Okay. That's a pinch. Pincharoo. I'm not gonna lie to you, my expectations for this are set pretty low after I tasted that batter. Topping with some choco chippies. This has made my house smell a little bit like eggy because of the yolk, I'm guessing, which is strange. It did get fluffy. Hot. This one is like way fudgier in texture. Like that's got a brownie texture. I do think it's better than the baked ones, which is bonkers because it takes like 1/8 of the time to make and then, you know, no time to cook. I'm actually liking this the more that I'm eating it. Super chocolatey. Again, could use some ice cream or like some milk. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna sit and finish this and then we'll move on to the next one. Hot, I don't know. Anyway, the next recipe that I'm making is a banana peanut butter chocolate chip muffin. And who doesn't love a muffin?
Hey guys, today I'm making super easy and healthy blender muffins. So first you can add your bananas, maple syrup, eggs, honey, peanut butter, vanilla, and baking soda into a blender. You want to blend it all together and then you want to grease your muffin pan. And then you want to pour the batter into it and then you can add your chocolate chips.
Why after?
Bake and enjoy. Comment what you want me to make next.
So it looks fairly straightforward. I love an all-in-one blender situation. All right, so we're adding in our banana. I feel like so many healthy recipes start with banana or avocado. If I had to get behind one of them, it would definitely be banana. I also think that I don't like the coffee part in the first brownie. I just think it made them kind of bitter. That's a sound. This used all of the rest of my peanut butter. Smells like burning, that's how you know it's done. Add in some choco chippies. We'll stir in our chocolate chips a little bit. These are gonna go in the oven for, I believe it said 15 minutes. Alrighty, so here are my banana peanut butter muffins. They got a little bit overdone. I wouldn't say burnt, but I think 400 degrees is a little bit of an aggressive temperature for baking anything. We're gonna give them a try. They look very cute. They did rise into like muffin shape, so that's cool. They're really good. They smell very banana-y. That's good. I wouldn't guess though if someone gave this to me that it's like healthy, you know? Like I would think it was just a banana muffin. That's crazy. Okay, so this next video seems like it's gonna be super duper easy. It is a easy 3-ingredient Samoa, like the Girl Scout cookie. So real quick, let's watch the video.
Today we're making healthy Samoas. So start with 2 mashed bananas and then add 2 cups of shredded coconut flakes. Then mix it all up and then you're going to plop it onto some parchment paper and shape it into Samoa shapes. Then you bake it until they're nice and golden brown, drizzle some chocolate on top, and these are seriously amazing. So freaking good.
So definitely will be healthy and I think it'll be pretty easy. However, I am skeptical because I don't know how they're not just gonna be mush after they're baked, you know? So I'll do 1 banana. I went ahead and pre-shredded some coconut because I have coconut flakes, but my food processor kind of more just pulverized it. So I've got some coconut powder. Mixy, mixy. And then she says, plop some on the parchment. Plop, round them up, flatten them out a little bit. And then she kind of just like jabs a hole in the middle to make it Samoa shaped. I've got my Samoa shapes. I'm gonna put them in the oven at 350 until they're golden. Okay, so my Samoas just came out of the oven. They're actually holding up, which is shocking. I thought they would just be like hot banana mush. Band name called it. I just melted down some of my dark chocolate chips in the microwave. So we're gonna go ahead and give these a little drizzle. Okay. It has a crunch. It's definitely like really banana-y, non-surprisingly. It's got texture and crunch because of the coconut, which is nice. The dominating flavor here is definitely banana. They don't taste like a Samoa. Like, if you wanted to give someone this and tell them it was a Samoa, they wouldn't believe you because it's not. It doesn't taste anything like a Samoa. But for a banana coconut cookie with chocolate, it's not bad. And I'm really surprised at how well it's like holding together. I don't know if this would curb my dessert craving though, because it is so tropical tasting and I'm always looking for like a brownie or chocolate or, you know, something a little bit more indulgent, whereas this is like really light and summery kind of, but it's a good little recipe. So far I'm really surprised about all these. I was definitely skeptical about this one though, and it turned out pretty good. Moving on. Up next we have this peach recipe that I think looks delicious. I am obsessed with peaches, like on an unhealthy level, so I'm really hoping that this turns out well.
Let me put you on to this easy, healthy dessert.
Cut your peach, cut it in half. That is not what a peach pit looks like. Spray it with oil, cinnamon, honey. And then, okay. I see. Halo top. So the catch here is that I don't have an air fryer and I'm just gonna bake it. I'm just gonna kind of like wing it with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my peach in half. Peach pits are red, in case you didn't know. They look like that. I don't know what the heck kind of peach was used in that video, but it was like tan. I've got a piece of foil for each of them. Instead of spraying the peach itself, I'm just gonna spray the foil just to make sure it doesn't stick. I've got some ground cinnamon here. Just gonna give it a solid sprinkle and a little drizzling of honey. There's no measurements in this recipe, so it's my kind of recipe. I'm just doing what I feel like. We're just gonna bundle her up. I'm gonna put them on a baking sheet just in case they leak. They shouldn't, but just in case. Here's my little peach baby. Throw them in the oven. All right, so the peaches are done. I just took it out of the oven and let it cool for a little bit. I let it do 20 minutes in the oven, and it's not like mushy. It's not super cooked, but it is soft and juicy, and it smells so good. It smells like just peachy, cinnamony heaven. They put some vanilla halo top, but my store was out of vanilla, so we got the oatmeal cookie. That looks like a scoop. Yo, that is incredible. Oh my God, that is so good. Big, big fan of that. Yeah, if you're not doing this currently, you definitely should be. I love that. I love peaches, and that is just incredible. Okay, so next up is the final recipe that I want to show you today. Is something that I've done before. I haven't done this exact iteration, but I think this is the most ingenious thing that I've seen in my life, and we're just gonna watch it real quick.
It's crazy how creative you can be with your food when you realize that eating in a calorie deficit does not mean you need to eat chicken and broccoli for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Truth.
I've struggled with my weight for years, but these simple, delicious recipes really make it easy and even exciting for me to stay on track. It's day 53, I'm down 20 pounds. Follow me for more and let me know what you'd like to see next.
Lovely. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, she uses PB2, which I don't believe in. I like real peanut butter. She also uses a waffle iron, which I don't have. I'm just gonna like do it in a pan. But this tortilla fold over method, I think, is one of the most ingenious things I've ever seen. I don't know why we haven't been doing this forever. And my favorite thing about this is not just a dessert method. If you ask me, I've done this tortilla fold over method with, like, I'll make sandwiches. I've done turkey and lettuce, and it's just so much fun. But you could do so much with it. You could make a pizza that way. You could go Mexican with it. You could go Italian with it. Other iterations of dessert. You could just, like, whatever you want, stick it in a tortilla. And I just think that it's the most genius thing in the entire world. I've not tried it with strawberries. This is kind of a breakfast if we're being honest with ourselves. I don't have Lily's chocolate chips. It's a stevia-based chocolate chip, but they're expensive. I'm just gonna kind of drizzle on a little bit of this chocolate that I have left over from the Samoas. We're folding more yogurt. Final fold. Oh no, she's stuffed. All right, my pan is heated up. I'm just gonna lay this guy in there. I don't have a waffle press, but I really still don't understand how it doesn't all just sploosh out the sides if you do use a waffle iron. But this will work just fine. So, my cute little quesadilla dessert breakfast situation is all nice and crisped up. I just did a little bit. I didn't want it to be like crispy. You could just eat it like this, pick it up maybe. Might be a little bit messy, but I kind of want to decorate it and make it cute. I am just gonna give it a little chocolate drizzling, and then I'll give it a little dollop of the Greek yogurt on top. Gonna throw on a couple strawberries and a couple banana slices. Cute little dessert. I'm sorry, but if somebody like served that to me, I would be perfectly happy with that. Now that it's all pretty for no reason, I'm going to give it a try. Whoa, there's like a lot going on in there. I feel like it needs to be refined a little bit. It is good. It's really good. But I feel like it needs to be either like peanut butter, banana, or chocolate and strawberry maybe, or some iteration of those combo, but all of it together, the yogurt and the peanut butter and the banana and the chocolate and the strawberries is just like kind of a lot of flavors going on. I love the concept so much. When I have done this in the past, I've done it with just peanut butter, banana, and chocolate, and that's been super delicious. But all of it together is a little bit much in my mouth. My mouth has confusion over the amount of flavors going on. But overall, I would treat this more as a whole meal, maybe a breakfast, or split it with somebody for dessert. I just think that the tortilla fold over method is just the neatest thing I've ever seen. I could go on all day about the options you've got with this, so there you have it. 5.5 if you count the brownie mug cake that I ate all of. Pretty easy overall, pretty healthy overall. Dessert recipes all from the beautiful users of TikTok, helping people like me make healthier decisions, one dessert at a time. I loved this so much, you have no idea. And all of these things are things that I feel like, maybe besides these, that I feel like I could take and make and actually be satisfied and my sweet tooth would shut the heck up. I had so much fun doing this. I'm 100% sure that there will be more TikTok recipes and videos to come. So if you have any suggestions or if you have any TikTok recipes or users that you absolutely love, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do try any of these recipes, I would love to know how they turn out for you. And I hope this inspired you to maybe health up your dessert regimen a little bit. I hope you guys have a great week and I'll see you next time.